Let's move on now, though, to Rome, because Pope Leo XIV's Inauguration Mass will be taking place at the Vatican in Rome later this morning. It's going to mark the official start of the new papacy, with tens of thousands expected to gather at St. Peter's Square. Royalty will be there, world leaders, religious figures, and it'll be another chance for the new Pope to give a sense of his priorities for the 1.4 billion Catholics around the world. We can speak now to Father Ariel Baramendi, who worked at the Vatican for 18 years. He joins us now. Father, what are you expecting to happen today? Can you explain the significance of this Mass for us?
Yes, well, this Mass is a kind of public ceremony, a public liturgical and international as well, where the Pope is going to receive some important symbols, especially two I would like to mention. One is the fisherman ring and the pallium. And then and then he will say as well a very important homily. We will normally call that a programmatic homily. The fisherman ring it has an image of St. Peter's casting the net, and it's a meaning and a symbol of that he is successor of St. Peter. And the pallium is a white woolen band with black crosses that normally Archbishop dressed. And because he will receive this because he's the Bishop of Rome. And this means that he's the union, a sign of union for the whole Catholic Church with Rome. And yes, tell me.
We have had a few comments from the Pope already. He's spoken about peace. He's spoken about how worried he is about AI and technology taking over spirituality in the world. What are you expecting in that homily that you mentioned?
Yeah, well, his homily will reflect definitely theological, social, pastoral directions that he wants to take during his papacy. And he will also respond to current global or church issues, and essentially it sets the tone for the future actions and teachings during his first public homily for the world. And definitely, I guess he's going to talk about constructing bridges and promoting as well reconciliation within the Catholic Church, especially as well in the world that needs lots of peace. I guess he's going to speak about a lot of peace as well, because he already did that when he came out for the first time in the balcony in St. Peter. He talked about peace, that the world needs peace, and the Catholic Church in a way is for all, and God loves us all. That was the first phrase that he said. So I think he's going to go in that direction.
And I mentioned that you worked at the Vatican for 18 years. I just wonder, what's the mood like when there is a new Pope? How do things change in the Vatican?
Well, it changed everything. Because I was there for when Pope Francis was elected 12 years ago, and I can tell you that it's a new chapter for our lives. It was a new chapter for our lives, and this is the same mood I'm sure that the Vatican and Rome is living, and the Catholic Church as well, but especially in the Vatican, because the Vatican, the Holy See, is a kind of the center, symbolize the unity of the Catholic Church. It's a kind of administrative center, and so many decisions are taken from there.
So you say it's all changed. I mean, this is a tradition. It's the oldest institution in the world, and there's so much tradition that people possibly think it just carries on the same way. But you're saying that the actual way the place is run changes with the new man at the top.
Well, yes, I am saying this. You are completely right. But what I'm saying is that every pope is so different. It has a different characteristic as a human being. If you think John Paul II, Benedict, Francis, and now Leo, they have a completely different characters. Of course, they are the successor of St. Peter's. They have to custody the tradition, and the tradition and the doctrine will never change. Let's say especially the doctrine will never change, but there are some nuances. For instance, Francis talked about poor, about peripheries, and I guess Leo is going to talk about peace.
We'll have to wait and see. Father Ariel Baramendi, thank you very much indeed for joining us live.